I want to talk about rewiring your belief systems so that you can overcome your fears. There's times where things get in my way. Fear creeps up. As that happens, I want you to know how to address it, especially because you're putting yourself out there into the world. All right. So this is all about learning the shape of your fears, of branding yourself, telling your story, and knowing your truth, and really sharing it with the world. This isn't just about branding yourself. It's about creating a complete shift in your identity and creating unwavering confidence to show up fully, authentically, and in harmony with your truth. It's also getting clear on where do these fears come from and how do we deal with them? The first fear that I discovered is what I call FOPO. So FOPO is known as fear of other people's opinions. Every single one of us has something in our brains that we do care what people think. It's normal, right? Let's just call it what it is. Like, we genuinely care. A lot of us, we end up becoming victim to those people's opinions, and we allow it to hold us back from fully showing up because we're afraid of the judgment. Second, it's comparison. We hold ourselves back and we really think about everyone else that's out there. I dealt with this. I called it the Gary V syndrome for me personally as an entrepreneur, because I was like comparing myself to Gary V. And I'm like, this guy, how is he getting up 4 to 5, 10 posts a day? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to get one up, and he's just like going ham. And what I realized was, like, his chapter 20, I can't compare my chapter 2 to his chapter 20. You know, he's got a team of like 30 people that are behind him building his brand. And so I got caught into comparing, and that really stifled me. It got me to like hold myself back thinking, well, you know, how am I ever going to get to being a personal brand like that? We tend to compare ourselves to people out there and compare their chapter 20 to where you're just starting out. The next is self-doubt. It's just really just doubting ourselves. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that inner critic inside of you that's like, I don't know if you're ready for this. And it's just the ego trying to protect you and hold you back. And then last, imposter syndrome. It's just that feeling that you're just not good enough. And I know I've felt that. There's just been times where I'm like, does my story really matter? Am I really good enough? I mean, even after I sold my second 8-figure company, I still was like, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe I was just lucky. And I still had imposter syndrome. Even after millions of dollars were coming into my bank account, I still didn't know if I was worthy of it. And so really just addressing that self-worth and knowing that you are worthy of being seen and that you are good enough and your story matters. I want to give you guys a few exercises. On the first column, what have been your old beliefs around money and around influence or being seen, popularity, fame? What has it been up until this point? Then I want you to also, in the middle column, address where the beliefs came from. And then I started to rewire that belief. What is the new belief that I want to create? What is the new affirmation? That my story matters, that I matter, that I'm meant to shine. Every day, pick one, stand in front of a mirror, create some mirror work where you look at yourself, take a deep breath, stare at yourself in the eyes, pay attention to your posture, straighten your back, lift your chin, and repeat that affirmation and let the words resonate in your being. Focus on their meaning and use that method every single day so that you can develop the right mindset and boost your confidence.